Hey, welcome to your Cancer horoscopes for the week of October 15th through the 21st. We're just trucking along through October here. No planets in Cancer this week. We do still have Vespa's influence in Cancer, influencing your relationships, which is kind of interesting, really, because Vespa is known as the eternal flame that burns on the hearth, which we tend to associate with that secure place of home, whether it is our current secure place or whether we're looking back at a childhood security place, which for cancers definitely does make sense. Not that you guys are not good adults or anything. I'm not saying that at all. But a lot of times, cancers really, especially if they had really good relationships with their parents, tend to always want to stay in that place where they're taken care of. It's very important for cancers to feel like somebody is there and they are being taken care of. To have Vespa influencing your relationships is basically saying that you're finding that or looking for that within the relationships that you currently have established right now. So either one of two things is happening this week. Either one, a relationship that did feel like that may all of a sudden not be feeling like that. Or two, that you have found somebody that makes you feel that security that you crave, if that makes sense. If it is the former rather than the latter, a lot of times this does happen within all of our relationships. Not one single relationship is perfect. And because of that, finding security in other people, even if they are your parents, is a really difficult thing because you never know what can happen. You wind up arguing with that person and then all of a sudden you feel insecure. If your security is completely reliant on your parents are not going to outlive you. I mean, they may, but more than likely, no. If we follow the normal scheme of things, you wind up losing that security at some point, regardless of how the relationship is. So Vespa is all about making sure that that security is created and controlled as much as possible by yourself. As we get into adulthood, we start to realize that the more we rely on others, the more we wind up disappointed. And I think the reason behind this, most of the time, the lesson is you can't really rely on anybody but yourself. Even the most perfect relationship in the world has its drawbacks. And even if, let's say, you're married to one of the most wonderful people who makes money and everything is great and is providing your security, that can change in an instant as well. Not even because that person decides they don't want to work anymore either. They could get laid off, they could get hurt, they could, there's a million different things that could happen that rip that security carpet out from underneath you. So this week, I feel it's really important to take the time to make sure that your securities are in place from you, by you. And there's a little influence of finances in here too this week, which also shows where a lot of Cancer security is. Yes, it is in people who love them, but a lot of it has to do with finances as well. So you want to make sure to take some time this week to just check into what you have going on. See if your securities are in place and they're there in your control and your keeping. And if not, this week is a really good time to start looking into what you can do to create that for yourself so that you're not putting yourself in a position to be insecure because of another person, if that makes sense. That's always the lesson for all of us, not even just cancers. I'm afraid that's been a lesson that's definitely been very loud for me lately as well. Again, not because I have a an unreliable person in my life, but life just happens, and it happens in order for you to learn this lesson, as annoying as that is. And yes, it is annoying. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do click the link in the description and send me a copy. I would really appreciate that. That is my tip and donation link. If you are listening rather than viewing, that's ko-fi.com/heavy metal psychic. Also, check out heavymetalpsychic.com. Lots of fun stuff going on there, even though it is under construction currently at this time. I'm Melissa Bruce, the Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, make it a powerfully secure week, you guys. You have no idea how much power you hold until you step into it and really acclimate yourselves to it. So good luck with that this week. And I will see you guys next week. Make it a great one, you guys.